Today on MTG Unpacked, we're leaving the shores of Return to Ravnica Block and heading on to greener pastures. Today we're looking at the Scars of Mirrodin block. So we'll be going through Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Beseiged and new Phyrexia over the coming weeks. There will also be the 2014 Corset. And with me I have John from my other channel, Pop Sideshow. He'll be doing the pack blessings today. If you're not familiar with that, that's a rather strange ritual we have where we bless the packs, hopefully get us some better luck. So a little bit about this set. This came out in 2010 and 2011. And this is actually returning to the plane of Mirrodin, which was previously visited in the Mirrodin block back in 2004. There's a whole bunch of high value cards in this set. So Scars of Mirrodin, we'll be looking for the Mox Opal, which is over $100 just for that one card. Blackcleave Cliffs Wormcoil Engine, Skithrix the Blight Dragon, and so on. And then if we move on to Mirrodin Besieged, not quite as much value there. Sword of Feast and Famine is one of the big hits. Blightsteel Colossus and Tezzeret Agent of Bolus, those are all hovering around like 20 or $30. But the most popular one I would say would be new Phyrexia. So the big hit in this set we're looking for is Khan Liberated. That's hovering around $80 to $90, followed by Phyrexian Obliterator, Surgical Extraction, Batterskull, Sword of War and Peace, Elish Norn, and so on. So there's a lot of iconic cards in that set. So without further ado, let's crack into these. There will also be another new series starting up on the channel that, depending on when I get to it, that may be starting on this same day, it may be later, but watch out for that one. I think you'll enjoy that as well. Alright, so today we are going to open one pack from each set, and then more typically we'll be doing 3 or 4 packs from each one. Okay, so for the 2014 Corset we get this little leaflet and we've got our pack from there, so let's set this aside. Scars of Mirrodin. And here's another leaflet, Scars of Mirrodin, very cool. Pack from there. And Mirrodin Beseiged, that's pretty cool. So we'll get a pack from here. And finally, a pack from new Phyrexia. Alright, very creepy. Looking forward to this. So let's lay out the packs, get the pack blessing in order. So how are we going to do this? We'll do them, how about like that? So we'll have John do the pack blessings, hopefully get us some crazy pulls. So let's get stuck into these. Start off with Scars of Mirrodin. And these packs I think may be a little tricky to open. There we go. And hopefully the cards are in the traditional order. If they are not, I will find out rather quickly. Okay, so we're starting off with a Plated Sea Strider. Gold Mare, Fervor, Galma's Warden, Shatter, that's pretty cool artwork. Destroy target artifact. Perilous Mirror, Alpha Tyrannax, Volshock Heartstoker, and Tainted Strike. Seize the Initiative. And for our uncommons we have an Oxidar Scrap Melter. I don't know what I'm looking at there, that's bizarre. Corrupted Harvester, Horror, Darksteel Mirror, so we're getting a lot of the mirrors here. And our rare is a Mirror Reservoir. Okay, so this is an artifact for 3. Tap and add 2 to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast Mirror spells or activate abilities of Mirror. Or you can pay 3 and tap, return target Mirror card from your graveyard to your hand. Very nice. And a Forest. And a Poison counter. I haven't seen one of these before. A player with 10 or more poison counters loses the game. Alright, that's something new to me. On to Mirrodin Besieged. And this one is pretty difficult to open as well, but we will manage. Next up we have an Ogre Resistor, Kaldotha Ringleader. What is that, a giant berserker? Mirren Spy, Training Drone, Quicksilver Geyser, Virulent Wound. That's pretty cool. Gliss's Courier, Dross Ripper, Horrifying Revelation. And for the uncommons we have a Peace Strider. One of these constructs, I think there's a bunch of those in this set. Strandwalker, that's another odd one, looks like a walking stick. Quilled Slagworm. You would not want to see this in your garden. You'd be heading for the hills. And the rare is a Mirror Welder. Okay, so it's artifact creature, Mirror, 1/4 for 3 mana with imprint. So you can tap, exile target artifact card from a graveyard. And Mirror Welder has all activated abilities of all cards exiled with it. Ooh, so that's pretty handy. Leave a note in the comments if that's something you've used back in the day. And we have a rules tip about infect. So this is creatures with infect deal damage to other creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. Unlike regular damage, these stay on the creature, crippling it as long as it's on the battlefield. Alright, so you can get a closer look if you'd like to read more about infect by freeze framing that. And a Swamp. Ooh, and a nice foil Quicksilver Geyser. Instant for 5 mana, return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Very nice. Okay, next up, new Phyrexia. Is this everybody's favourite of this block? Leave a note in the comments which one you are most impressed with. And did you play these back in the day? And how was the infect mechanic? Was it a cool thing or a bit of a nuisance? I guess it depends which side you were playing on. So we start off with Psychic Barrier, Phyrexian Hulk, Viridian Harvest, Sensor Splicer, Flameborn Viron, Impaler Shrike. And it could be in my imagination, but I'm feeling like these cards feel a little firmer. Maybe slightly different stock. Pith Dreller. That's an interesting one. Mutagenic Growth. Artillerize. Geth's Verdict. Not quite sure what I'm looking at. There's a lot of bizarre artwork in this set. And for the uncommons, we have a Vital Splicer, Enslave, Exclusion Ritual, and the rare is Spellskite. Alright, so this is a artifact creature horror 0/4 for 2 mana. You pay Phyrexian mana, change a target of target spell or ability to Spellskite. So Phyrexian mana can be paid with either an island or 2 life. So I guess the blue in the background could change, but the Phyrexian mana symbol means you can also pay 2 life, and that is a very interesting creature. And an insect token. Oh, that's pretty cool. 1/1 insect token with Infect. You. And a mountain. Alright, so moving right along to the 2014 Corset. So some of these cards will be a lot more familiar, I think, because they reprint these fairly often. So we have Negate, Child of Night, Chandra's Outrage, Ring Flesh, Seacoast Drake, Goblin Shortcutter. Love the goblins. There he is, Goblin Scout. He looks like a bit of a character, bit of a rogue up to no good. Divine Favor, Mind Rot, Liturgy of Blood, and for the uncommons we have Illusionary Armor, Fire Shrieker, Staff of the Mind Magus, and the rare is a Pyromancer's Gauntlet. This is an artifact for 5 mana. If a red instant or sorcery spell you control or a red planeswalker you control will deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +2 to that permanent or player instead. That seems pretty good. And a foil Claustrophobia, Enchantment Aura for 3 mana. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. And a plains and an ad. There we go. Alright, so my picks today for the rare slot. Let's see here. It's a tough decision here, especially because I've got everything mixed around. I'm going to go with the Spellskite, or Spellskite. I think that's pretty cool. Artifact creature horror. Alright, the uncommon slot. Let's see what we have here. This could be a little bit of a tough one. Let's take a look at this stick figure fellow. So, Strandwalker, artifact equipment for 5 with living weapon. When this equipment enters the battlefield, put a 0/0 black germ creature token onto the battlefield, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +2/+4 and has reach. You can equip for 4. That is bizarre. If you know how this works, leave a note in the comments because I'm very confused. And in the common slot, well, let's see, I think there's plenty of crazy creatures to choose from. Let's see here. How about we take a look at this one today? Horrifying Revelation. So this is a sorcery for a single swamp. Target player discards a card, then puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Very simple, straightforward, but I think the artwork is very striking. Alright, so leave a note in the comments what your picks would be today, and if you have played these Scars of Mirrodin block back in the day, which set is your favourite out of Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besieged, or new Phyrexia? Leave a note in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings just like this, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Don't forget to check out my Funko Pop channel, Pop Sideshow, starring guys like this. I'll leave a link in the description. If you're a Funko Pop fan, you might want to check that out. There's some funny little skits, or cringy little skits, we have at the beginning of each episode. And as always, have a great day.